Hi, Rena.
Oh, hi, honey. Sit down. I don't see very much of you these days.
I've been staying in the house a lot.
Goodness gracious, what do you do in that house?
I work on my songs a lot.
Oh, does that mean you're going to be back at the coop again?
No, I'm not sure. Rena, I was reading in the paper the other day about how your father got Dennis Carrington's sentence reduced.
Yes, but he feels terrible that he wasn't able to get a suspended sentence for Dennis.
Well, when does Dennis have to go to jail anyway?
Oh, I guess in about a week. Can I offer you any tea or something?
No, thanks. Rena, what would happen if they found some new evidence that showed that Dennis did not really kill Chris Shaw?
Well, if that happened, I suppose they'd have to reopen the case. Unfortunately, Daddy doesn't hold much hope in that.
Yeah, but it could happen, couldn't it?
Well, from everything my daddy tells me, he says that the only person who could shed any light on the case is the man who kidnapped you. On the other hand, the police are pretty sure that he's out of the country by now.
Well, I was thinking, if Joe Foster really did kill Chris Shaw, and he read in a newspaper about the fact that Dennis was being sentenced to jail, maybe he'd mail in a confession.
Elena, I guess anything is possible, honey. But remember that a hardened criminal isn't usually the kind who mail a confession to the police.
But he is not a... Dennis must not be too happy about going to jail.
I don't imagine any person is very happy about going to jail. Daddy says that being in prison always changes a man, even if he's there for a little while.
Rena, I really have to be going now.
But you just got here, honey.
Well, I left something in the oven. It's probably burnt by now.
Mrs. Wheeler?
Yes, baby. Are you all right? Alex loved roses. Yes, ma'am. Why? Oh, I heard Alex's voice today. A tape recording of his last words to her secretary. I had no idea it would affect me so.
I'm so sorry.
He was talking about Dennis. He was so proud that Dennis was his son.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh. Don't mind me, Billy.
I just hate to see you so sad.
No, I'm going to be all right.
You want to go upstairs and take a little rest?
No. I'm expecting Ryan Carter shortly.
Oh. Well, he's going to get married, you know.
To whom?
Well, to Jenny Marshall. She's going to divorce her husband and she's going to marry Mr. Connor.
Oh, yes, Rena told me that.
I must remember to congratulate him. What's wrong with that?
I'm not too pleased with his behavior lately.
Oh, I thought he behaved like a perfect gentleman at the funeral. He didn't come over here, but...
That's because he was ashamed to face me.
Why was he ashamed to face you?
Because of the way he treated Alex.
How did he treat Mr. Wheeler?
Badly.
Oh. You think he pressured Mr. Wheeler into working too hard?
I firmly believe that Ryan contributed to Alex's stroke and to his death because of the demands he made on him.
Ruby, I don't think it's such a good idea for you to stay with me.
Why not? You got somebody living with you?
Me and my wife just separated.
Well, I didn't even know you were married.
It's only temporary, though. I'm not going to be much fun to be around these days.
Who was it? Somebody from back home?
I married Nita.
You mean that little blonde you used to have such a crush on in high school?
She was the only girl I ever went out with, Ruby.
Well, what made you split up?
It's a long story.
Well,
Anyway, if you and Nita are separated, that's all the more reason that you need somebody around to look after you.
I don't need anybody to look after me, Ruby.
Now, Billy Joe, you're just being nice, I know that. But I don't mind, really. Well, we could even work on some business projects together.
What kind of business projects?
Oh, just a couple ideas I've been toying with. We can talk about all that later. Right now, I'd like to unpack my stuff and hang it up before it gets a lot of wrinkles in it. Oh, I feel like I was on that crowded plane for about 10 years. Do you know that I had to change planes in Atlanta just to fly from Nashville to Houston?
Look, Ruby, if you want to, you can change over here in the office, but I can't go back to the apartment for an hour or so. I gotta wait till the band gets here so we can go over some new numbers.
I guess a couple more hours won't kill me. You in here every night?
Just about.
Well, all the time I was reading about the Coop being the place where Elena Decker sang, I was picturing something a little more glamorous.
What do you mean?
Well, I think this place could use a little more sparkle. You know, flash and glitter.
The customers like it just the way it is, Ruby.
There was this club in Atlanta where I used to go to a lot that was real glamorous. Now, I think we could fix the Coop up just like that place.
Fix it up how?
Oh, you know, get one of those bouncing bulls and put it over there. One of those reflecting balls in the center of the room. Throw a little more light around so you can see who's sitting at the next table. No, I don't think it's going to take very much at all to just perk this place right up.
I don't know why you are so upset, Ashley.
Justin, you just did a terrible thing to Ryan Connor. If I had had any idea of what you were up to, I wouldn't have let you get near Mrs. Wheeler, let alone me be a part of it.
Oh, for heaven's sakes, Ashley, you think I just committed some kind of a crime. All I did was tell Iris the truth.
You implied that Ryan Connor was glad that Mr. Wheeler was dead.
Well, I think he is glad.
Justin, Alex Wheeler is Ryan's uncle. He loves him. He confided in him. They had a close and wonderful relationship.
Well, of course they did. Ryan made sure of that. That's how he got Alex to turn over more and more power of the company to him. When Alex told Ryan that he was going to give Dennis the company, I'm surprised that Ryan didn't have the stroke instead of Alex.
Everyone at World Oil knows that it was Alex Wheeler's idea that Ryan take the job.
Well, that's what Ryan made Alex believe, so everyone else believes it. Ryan wanted power. He got it. And when he got the taste of it, he didn't want to be deprived of it anymore. That's what I think he told Alex when they were alone together in that hospital room.
You have no way of knowing what went on between Mr. Wheeler and Ryan in that room.
Ryan's the only one who knows that. I certainly wouldn't count on him to tell the truth about